No! No! Leave me alone! Get out of my house! God, you're supposed to be dead! Get out of my house!
Hey, Chris, check out this new item I found in the cyber world. No!
Well, it's been an interesting few days, huh? Things changed so drastically in such a little time, I literally barely had time to process it all. One day you're on Easy Street, and then you wake up having to prepare a 100 subscriber special. And then you wake up the next day, and you find out you need to prepare a 200 subscriber special, and then a 300, and so on, and so forth. If you haven't been keeping up with things lately and have no idea what I'm talking about, all I ask is that you take a quick look at my subscriber count and think back to what it looked like a few days ago, if you even remember. Yeah, I felt the same way too when I saw it. You probably have a lot of questions like, how did you manage to increase your subscriber count so much in just a few short days? Unfortunately, if you're looking for some sort of hidden talent, keys to success type stuff, you're not gonna find it here. It's a bit different for everyone. So in my case, it all started over this image. And I know for a fact that definitely sounds a bit odd, and it is. And I know that definitely sounds a bit weird, and it is, but I promise there's a story behind it. Before we begin though, I realize that a majority of people that are going to watch this have never heard of me up until now, so I want to take this opportunity to just give a little bit of an introduction as to who I am and what I do. Hi, my name is Alec. I'm a YouTube content creator that's been doing this since about April 2021. I mostly play Minecraft, but I've been known to play other games such as Terraria, and recently more story-driven games like Deltarune, but more on that later. Most of my content revolves around me playing a game with a bunch of my friends, but it's not really the gameplay factor I'm trying to focus on. I'm more worried about just, a fun, entertaining experience regardless of the game I play while doing it. But that being said, I hope it's not upsetting to hear that the video you likely came here from is not my usual content. But in any case, glad you decided to stick around despite that. That's all I had to say. Now I'll explain the story. So recently I decided to make a big decision, changing how I create content. Now that I'm in college, I don't have much time to edit a normal video, so I made the move to live streaming. That way I can still create content and actively grow without having to dedicate entire days for editing. For my first game, I decided to stream Deltarune Chapter 2, which was not only a relevant game that had just recently come out, but also a game I was very passionate about and interested in, so it only made sense to do that first. It all went well, considering it was my first time streaming or making any sort of content alone in a long time. It's 11 p.m. I just ended that day's stream of Deltarune, and I actually finished the game that stream. As fun as it was late at night, and I had classes tomorrow. Before I went to bed, I decided to take a look at social media. I had spent the last few weeks avoiding any sort of spoilers or content relating to Chapter 2, so I wanted to see what other people had to say about the game now that I had finished. One of the first things I see is this image. Ralsei, one of the main characters of the game, smoking a fat doink. This was, of course, like the funniest thing ever to me at the time, so I did what anyone would do, showed my friends. One friend in particular, however, that I sent it to, I had decided to send with an audio message as well, which you can now listen to right here.
Hey, Chris, check out this new item I found in the cyber world.
Now, if that sounded familiar to you at all, you can probably see where I'm going with this. My friend found the audio really funny and asked if he could post it on his Instagram account. I didn't record the message with the intent of it really being posted anywhere. I didn't plan on posting it myself. I told him it was okay anyways. I just figured, why not? Why shouldn't I? So I told him it was okay to post. So we posted the audio, and with credit, of course, by the way, and people seemed to like it. It didn't really quite pop off, but that wasn't what either of us were really interested in. Next morning, that Thursday, I had some free time in between my classes, and I couldn't really take my mind off the audio that I sent. I just thought it was funny, and I was like, wow, Ralsei smoking a blunt, that's funny. Decided to put some video to the audio and made a visual version of the post with some extra editing. I added dialogue sounds, and I added text boxes, and other funny things like that. This is the version that you've watched. This is the version that you probably came here for. It's the one currently posted on my channel. Sent it to my friend again, and he asked if he could post it again, and I said yes. I didn't expect it to blow up, so I didn't put a watermark or anything on it. Compared to the original version, this one like positively blew up. That was like biggest numbers I'd seen in quite some time. Eventually the video started to reach further and further out without me realizing. And this past Monday I got a surprising message from my friend. He sent me a link to an animation of the meme, except my audio was being used by a pretty decently sized animator. I was excited to see that people were enjoying my audio so much, but once I realized how much traction I got, I started to think back on my choice to not watermark the post. One of the big reasons I reconsidered not putting a watermark on it was because when I looked at the description, I realized that the audio credit was blank. It said audio credit unknown at the time, which I didn't hold it against them. I don't think they meant to not credit me. I just imagine they probably just got sent the audio or the video by a friend or through a repost or something like that. Looking at that, I decided to leave a comment on the video asking for credit. You know, I wasn't credited in the description. Again, not their fault, but I still wanted a little bit of credit. I thought it would be nice. After doing that, I thought I don't have any proof that this is me. So I posted it on my YouTube and my Instagram. That way I could have some sort of tangible proof that I did in fact make the video. And by the way, I see a lot of people that say that I didn't make the original video with this audio, and that's and understandably so. I didn't post mine until after the animation had been out for a few hours. But the one piece of proof I have is that that's quite literally my voice. Like, I mean, that is me talking in the video. Like, of course I'm putting on a voice, I'm doing an impression, doing a funny little voice. But if you go back and watch any of my videos or any of my VODs, any of my streams, even if you're listening to me right now, you can tell that that is very much me. That is definitely me talking. Anyways, back to the story. After a while, the animator gave me credit, and I began to, for lack of a better term, blow up. I want to put that into this perspective a little bit as to what I exactly mean when I say that I blew up, and just kind of talk about some things. So before I uploaded that video, my most viewed video on my channel was around 70 something views or so. I don't remember an exact number, unfortunately. And before I uploaded the video, I had around 26 subscribers. As of writing this script, actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna try and name any sort of subscriber count, because I've written this script literally 3 times, and every time I finish it, the number just immediately becomes irrelevant, which is great, but it has made writing this script a bit of a challenge, because I don't know what type of special this is. What is this? Is this a 100 subscriber special? Is this a 200 subscriber special? 300? 400? I don't know. I'm unaware. So I don't know. Look at the subscriber count below. Use your imagination. But in any case, if you can imagine, this video did quite a lot of good things for me. But the question is now, why did I tell you all of this? It's likely not gonna, it doesn't add anything to the original video, so why is this something I wanted to share? The reason I'm telling you guys all of this is because I kind of want to send a message. My message is that no matter what it is, whether it's a super high effort video or a short 20-second clip, anything, and I mean anything, can blow up overnight. In a way, it's the beauty of YouTube. No matter what it is, how much time or how long it is, post it. Post it. Take a chance. And also, you should probably watermark it, because it'll save a lot of hassle in the event that it does blow up. I got pretty lucky because everyone who reposted or used the audio has been pretty nice and willing to give credit, but you unfortunately may not be as lucky as I was. I know for the sake of the bit, I'm playing this whole thing off like, oh, it's no big deal, but it really is important to me. If you've ever thought about streaming or making videos yourself, you've likely come across this video from Ludwig, a very popular Twitch streamer. In one of the starting portions of the video, He says to write down stretch goals for where you want to be 365 days from where you started. My personal goal, based off of my, at the time, rather limited knowledge of the algorithm, as well as comparing myself to friends I knew that did similar to what I wanted to do and how long it took them to get to where they were, my goal was to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. On April 5th, 2021, I started my channel, and I'd hoped that by April 5th, 2022, I would have at least 100 subscribers under my belt. And here we are, a bit over 7 months later, and I've more than surpassed my 1-year goal in nearly half the time I gave myself. And that's absolutely insane, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. Like, I know I keep saying it. If you've been watching my streams, you hear me say it all the time, that, oh, you guys are awesome, you guys are so cool, and I don't even know if it has any meaning to you guys anymore just because of how much I say it, but I really mean it. I really do. You guys, you who is watching this video, you are awesome for this. You are awesome. So just, it's crazy, it's crazy. The question is now, where do I go from here? What's going to change now that I've grown so fast? If I'm being fully honest, I don't know. If you can imagine, I thought I would have more time to figure that out. So for right now, I guess I'm not sure what I'm going to change or what I should change. But one day I will. And I hope that you all will still be there with me once I figure it out.